I am pleased to welcome Tommy the Mushroom Man, vegan chef, content creator, and owner of Shroom Shop in Atlanta. With a community of 650,000 followers, he's known for turning mushrooms into soulful, gourmet dishes, cooking for guests like Eddie Reed, Country Wayne, and NLE Choppa, and leading vegan yacht parties, retreats, and classes nationwide. As the creative trap batter, a seasoned flour that makes mushrooms fry like chicken. He blends culinary flavor, culture, and creativity to make plant-based foods accessible and unforgettable, and he's going to be showing you this trap batter today.
So what I'm going to show you guys today is how I actually from the mushrooms to taste like chicken, and we're going to let you guys sample some of it on it. And then if y'all want to, I can answer the questions, jump in. I feel like I can hear me without the mic too, right?
Yeah, and I could also hold the mic for you.
All right, cool.
You know what I mean? No, you got your hands, I'm your extra pair.
All right. So I'm gonna just make some, they call me off guard.
I got you, man. I'm telling you on the spot with it.
All right, so I'm gonna make some wet batter, and all I'm gonna use is my flour. It's already seasoned. And
what goes in the seasoning? Can you tell us some of the spices?
Yeah, I can tell you all of them. I don't care.
Okay.
12 different herbs and spices like thyme, oregano, basil, ground mustard, ground ginger, cayenne, pink Himalayan salt. We have some celery salt, paprika, white pepper. You know, just to name some of the good ones. I'm probably missing some, but you know, there you go right there.
Yeah, that is well seasoned. Oh my God, it sounds delicious.
Yeah, it smells good too.
Oh, it's, can I take this around just so people can smell it? Just a quick sniff? Okay, we're gonna get a quick sniff in. Yeah.
And that's regular white flour?
It's organic red wheat flour, so it's not bleached, it's not enriched. So I'm the one who takes it and turns it into the batter, so it doesn't come to me seasoned. I put all of those herbs and spices in it myself, and I hand mix it. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes I don't want to, because I make hundreds of pounds of it and my arms be so tired. All right, so I just use spring water and the mix, and this is what helps me get that buttermilk or egg-like type consistency without having to use any eggs or any buttermilk.
Okay, so tell us what you're doing over here now. Sorry, I stole the mic from this.
Now, so I was letting them know that I'm using some spring water with my batter mixed, and this is going to give me like a wet batter without using the egg or using buttermilk. So this is no dairy involved, and we're still going to be able to get the mushroom to stick to the batter as if we were using, you know, something like an egg.
And what kind of flour did you say you were using? Because it sounded kind of special.
I'm using organic red wheat flour. So before flour goes through a process of enrichment, it's considered red wheat. And when they enrich it, they pull a lot of the nutrients out, and then they try to put some of them back in. But mine is just pure in its natural form. And then I put the 12 herbs and spices in it myself.
That's awesome, man. And so how thick do you want to make this batter?
Something like a pancake consistency. Not as thick as pancake, not as thick as waffle mix, but not too runny. So once I dip a mushroom in here, we'll see what we're looking for. But right now, that's what I want right here.
Do you want me to keep whipping that? Or do you want me to make for you? That's be the whip master. I can do it. I know how to whip it.
You know what I mean? I cook. All right. So these are my oyster mushrooms. Oh yeah. Yeah, there we go. These are my oyster mushrooms. I'm sorry that yours doesn't look like this. So I can't do anything about that, but I can let you know that I get these from Horticulture. And I believe they're here, right?
Yes, yeah, they're right here. They're over at the garden roof.
So if you would like to get you some beautiful oyster mushrooms like this, that's what it has on. I love them that they grow. They're just so beautiful. Yeah. I could marry these things.
Yeah, they're healthy mushrooms for sure. And they smell amazing. I was just ripping them apart. It just smells fresh and shroomy, and then you're getting all of these herbs and that we're whipping together this batter. It's phenomenal. I'm loving this.
So Depending on what size the oyster mushroom you get, then determine what type of wing you get to make. Because I get these extra large, 8-inch type oyster mushrooms, I'm able to make high-sized wings. Bro, bitch is gonna tear them apart. And this is a king blue oyster mushroom, but they have different kinds. You have your grays, you have your blues, but within that, these different types of mushrooms. So it's going to depend on which type of oyster you get and what type of texture you're going to have. So these have a pretty easy pull apart texture, but it's still going to give a nice shoe. All right.
That's really great. How's this looking? Is that about right?
Yeah.
Okay. Whipped up.
It's looking perfect. So we're going to get some of these in the wet. I'm going to get some of these in the wet batter.
He's literally just shredding them up and tossing them in.
Yep. And then I also have these at my restaurant. So whenever I make them into sandwiches, what I do is I take one of the caps, as you would call it.
Yeah.
I take off some of the stem, and then I give you 2 to 3 of these caps like this, and then stack on top, and it can make a sandwich. Or if you just let them one, you could just wrap one big cap. Sorry. That's all right. See. Yeah, it's perfect. And I'm gonna put this part through here. Yep.
Yeah. You want me? I did shred too.
Yeah, you can shred some more. Socks done fine.
So walk us through the process of when you have a wet batter and a dry batter.
Dry, yes. And it's still the same batter, so we didn't do anything, but if you want to save some of your batter, then you can kind of make your wet and then just use mine for the dry. And as you can see, we're looking for it to stick to the mushroom. It's not dripping too much, but it's actually sticking to the mushroom. Oh, well, what are my people in the back?
Yeah, do you see? So what you're looking for consistency-wise is that it sticks and it all doesn't drip off, but it's because you don't want it to be too rudder.
Definitely out. So just go wet to the dry. I don't double dredge, or because I still want you to be able. I don't double dredge because I still want you to be able to enjoy the mushrooms. So I just dredge from that time, wet, dry, fry.
And I will say, after seeing other fry masters work on seeing the same technique happening here, and just correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like you are really just very lightly kind of tossing it, trying to make sure that if you toss it enough that flour gets into all the corners, but it's able to form those kind of craggy surfaces by just naturally fluffing it more than like trying to press it in there.
For sure. Because I don't want to just give you a bunch of flour. I still want it to be mushroom. So that's the real goal. And then we're frying at 350, between 350 and 375.
And it's like immediately turning gold brown the second it hits that oil. I've never seen anything like it. That's beautiful.
Getting it? Is that over?
Wow, that fries so fast.
Yeah. Wow. A New York mini.
I mean, that literally the second it hit that oil, it just like set and started frying. That's beautiful. Does anyone in the audience have any questions? Love to walk around, cast the mic around. Whatever you do, left. No. Huh. Or this? No. Yeah, do you ever saute and then fry?
No. It'll mess up the texture.
If you're sauteing the brine leaf, but if you're going to do these like lion game, then it's best to press it, or you make and turn this like a country fried steak.
Okay.
Full batter after batter.
No.
You can make some of these mess up, dude.
What type of mushrooms do y'all enjoy? Oysters. Yeah.
He's my favorite one.
Liza's name? Yeah. I showed her shiitakes. I showed her some chanterelles today at Whole Foods. That was your first time seeing them, right? Yeah. Chanterelles, oh, they're amazing. All they need is a little salt and pepper and butter. I'm talking about fire. But they're only wild mushrooms. They only grow outdoors. Oh, this
And crispy. And I love this try batter because you don't gotta really into it greasy mess, put it off like cold. And that's it. You don't gotta worry about seasoning it after it. So it's nice and flaky. Almost like spaghetti.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all, as soon as it created oil, it immediately set and turned gold brown. And the rest of the time was really just to cook the mushroom. Usually when I've fried with other types of batters, the batter is still kind of soft and doesn't set that quickly. But this like sets immediately and is super craggy and it's really, really cool. So, if you can see.
The cheese fish, yeah.
So I was asked, Tommy, why you like frying grapeseed. Do you have a particular reasons?
Rapeseed or avocado oil because they have high cooking temperatures, and they're not ran through any process that would be harmful. Some of the other oils, they run through certain processes that could harm you when you're frying at high temperature, or just when you're deep frying in general. So I prefer those. Some people like to stay away from seeded oils as well. So avocado oil would be your best, but to be honest, avocado oil is very expensive. So if you're gonna deep fry, it's kind of like a guilty pleasure anyway. So I just say, do it how you prefer. But if you're gonna just cook overall, then use avocado oil. Avocado oil is a great oil to cook with.
Yeah.
People, it's a regular people in it.
Yes.
We're in.
Yes, it's on 800 4th Street Northwest. It's off of Howard Mill. And I'm inside of what they call a cloud kitchen, so there's multiple restaurants in the building with me, and I'm running the kitchen, so we all operate out of our own kitchen.
It's open right now.
Yeah, it's open right now, and people can order online.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, Tommy, how long do you cook them in the oil?
Depending on the size of them. So if you fried the ones that I was saying that you would fry as a sandwich, then you would fry them for 7 to 8 minutes. But these you could fry in 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how hot the oil is. But now every time you drop them in, though, the temperature drops just a little bit. So some of your other batches might take a few more minutes than others. Yeah, 5 minutes is all you need.
Yeah, so it really depends on size. So the smaller it is, the less time you need. The bigger it is, the more time you need.
I've had them even bigger.
Really? Yeah. Look so cool.
Asking that. So Tommy, someone asked if you could do this with an air fryer.
Yes, you can. Halfway through, like when you spray it with your spray oil, halfway through you will need to flip it and then spray it to get that type of crisp. Now, because it's an air fryer, it is going to give slightly different crisp, but you can use this in the air fryer for sure.
And we had another person right here.
Yeah. On the oyster Westfield, how do you store it and how long would they last in your refrigerator or if you put it in a good place?
Okay. You say in the freezer?
In the fridge.
Oh, okay.
So how you store them is in cardboard boxes or in paper bags. And it's best to know the source you get them from, so then you know the chain of fulfillment that they went through, and then that way you know the shelf life. Because if you buy them from the grocery store, they probably came from Wisconsin. I'm just making up a place. But they might, well, really Pennsylvania, because Pennsylvania is the #1 mushroom market in America. So they might have came from Pennsylvania, and they probably was harvested 2 weeks before they got to your grocery store. So really in that moment, you only have 3 days. But if you get them from a local mushroom farmer, when they harvest them, then you have about 14 days. If you store them very properly, yeah, for sure.
And I will also attest that mushrooms are like peak for about a week. After about a week, I mean, they're mostly water, so they'll just start to dehydrate.
But
So-
you don't put them in the refrigerator, just put them in a box.
No, put them in the fridge.
Right.
Put them in a fridge.
But inside of it, so if you purchase them and they're in like one of those plastic carton container things, you need to get home, take it out of that carton and put it in a brown paper bag and then put it in your refrigerator. So try to refrain from storing them in any type of plastic. Anything that is not a paper bag or a cardboard box.
Yeah, what happens is a lot of these plastics will make the mushrooms rot because they're 90% water. And so they need something to absorb that moisture as they're sitting there, because they're going to naturally start to dehydrate. And all that moisture just causes bacteria. The bacteria just kind of start to, So that's why you generally like to use paper style products to store mushrooms in. I'll be right there. I got you.
But then you can also get them from my website. If you click the link in my bio on any social media platform, Tommy the Mushroom Man, before you can find me on any social media.
Yep.
You know what?